Okay, let's get back into the swing of things. Let's lower that down. Okay, so actually I am about a minute ahead of where I left off, or two. But, so, really, honestly, not much happened. Red team building that Goliath, targeting that Gorgon, and now it's just going to die to Himko. Himko, level 20. Minx just respawning. Happy Death doing some Dillo drops on the fort, putting a decent chunk of damage into the green team's fortress. However, they do have a fair amount of body blocking, and they also have Necros. Happy Death focused. Himko taking down both saucers. Jindanu, killed a generator, I guess. Lots of Necros coming out. Don't see those too often. Necros are, interestingly, the only infantry unit in the game that doesn't have legs. Himko going to be focused down there by Minx and Happy Death. Happy Death now deploying brutes. Generators are down for Minx to start death raying the Goliaths. And Gorgons, lots of damage being put in. Should kill that Gorgon. Yes, it's dead. The goalie's dead. Those creeps are dead. Happy Death is dead for some reason. Happy Death really should not have died there. Jindanu very slowly carrying 3 whoppers. Himko dropping a Goliath. Your caster yawning because it's like 3 a.m. But I figured I should finish this cast. Happy Death dropping down some more brutes in response to Jindanu's harass, trying to take down some bot spawners, but failing to do so, and about to die. Should die, yes, is dead. Minx trying to deal with Himko, however, level 20 Warthog. I do not like this bug. Please fix. Those are just bear traps still. What was that I was shooting at? I'm confused. What is this cargo bug? Well. Yawn. Minx about to death. Himko taking down some bot spawners using his air spray. That's all but one of the south one. One of the south? Yeah, all but one of the south ones taken down. So, and Himko was able to get away there using the Warthog's power shield. Minx going to kill some creeps. Creeps are dead. Minx going to not kill Himko. Or do anything else of importance, really. What is there to abduct there? I'm so confused. Also, we don't want to zoom in. Happy Death taking down these whoppers, which puts green at an upkeep deficit, 81 out of 76. So they now have to recycle things in order to replace their units. How many other whoppers do they have? 4 more whoppers, however, none are as defensible. Jindanu microing a Goliath to put a fair amount of damage on the red team's fortress. And there is no lunchbox for either of these red team players, which means that this damage is permanent. This is not... Jindanu now running away. Might get away! Honestly. Probably shouldn't. Also, I'd like to appreciate the fact that Jindanu is leveled up twice in the time... Oh, well, now both red team members have leveled up once, but still. That's nice. So now we're basically back in the It's classic push meta, or anti-push meta. Because the first team to push here is going to lose. Can't even push out a single Dillo without losing it. That was kind of a joke. So these creep drops are free and super easy for the saucers to do. Those jokers aren't free, but they might as well be. They probably just sent them out to use up their upkeep. It doesn't even matter if they throw Himco XP now, because he's level 20, so what does it matter? It doesn't. That's what I just said, actually. Green Team Fortress down to about 55%, but they do have a lunchbox, so that damage is going to be reparable to a point. Yawn. Jindani microing these goalies forward. Himco using the power shield in conjunction with gun spray to put even more pressure. Can he find anything? I think it's all too spread out now. Just set the beacon there. The beacon is lit. I don't know. Himco. Okay, that was just cargo bag. He does not have a Gorgon. Oh no. That is a lot of Wait. Butcher? I don't know what they're doing, but I feel like Himco would have a field day if he noticed it. Not that it really matters, because those aren't going to do anything, and Himco's level 20, so it actually literally is a waste of time for him to kill all those at this point. Lots of Gorgons being ferried over by the red team. However, the thing about Gorgons is that they literally can't damage a power shielding Warthog if it's that high level. So Himco was literally able to kill 2 Gorgons for free. That is tickle damage. The fortress is not something that you can nuke, really. Himco just blowing up these Gorgons. Creeps are on their way in, however, that's not going to hold. What did I tell you? Minx might be able to... Yeah, that is a nice foothold, but they need to ferry more stuff over there ASAP. They should... Oh, well, rip this. That's like 4 Goliaths right there. No problem blowing this up, including Minx. See ya, Minx. Happy Death. Picking up... Okay. Rather weird usage of all these jokers. I guess just because they're so cheap, and they have an optimal HP. Mass Ratters. That would be interesting. 550, that means that they're 2-shot by Goliaths. Happy Death deploying a bunch of mines. That one will not be armored by the time these get around. Oh, well, they're Goliaths, so I guess it probably will. There goes one mine. Where's this? Oh, look, it's going to kill some creeps and maybe a Dillo. Probably not the Dillo. Not the Dillo. It killed a Joker and a runner got inside. That literally did nothing. That is a lot of Goliaths being pushed out by the green team right now. Minx, I guess, was just killing things because she can. Minx, run away from there. And Himko almost dying there, but successfully managing to get away. Jindanu pushing out with, well, aborting the push that he was doing. Himko dropping more creeps. Minx dropping infantry and stuff, because why not? It's a single it's 2 ratters, mass ratters, guys. What's this? Not ratters. 2 ratters is not mass ratters. Oh, look, it's more ratters. And they're all going to die. Ratters do not have the optimum HP value. Jokers are 3 hit by Goliaths. They have 20 HP left over after 2 hits. Ratters are just 2 hit. So even though Ratters are better against Longhorns, Jokers are probably more cost effective against Goliaths. Red team temporarily able to take control of this outpost, however, it cannot last against a half-dozen goalies. Much like my casting quality cannot last against the fact that it's past 3 a.m. I think. I'm actually too scared to check right now, because if I did, I'm afraid that I'd end up accidentally pressing tab and taking control of Jindanu and breaking the replay, which is a thing that I do not want to do. Happy Death trying to abduct that Goliath, not quite going to be able to, and Micro from Jindanu is going to be able to prevent the abduction. Red team should spend more time on killing these goalies, especially these 2 that are at such low health, and less time trying to abduct them, when that is just not going to work. I hate to break it to you. Neither are these ratters! Okay, I see. This actually makes a lot of sense, because the ratters have 70 piercing, which means that they actually do a lot of damage to the fort without microing them to the corners. So you can just send them in this group, and that's about 15%, 20% of that fort health that's been taken down without any micro. And that was also a super cheap group. And Mix Cheeky Minx trying to abduct a Goliath, not quite going to work. Soldier is going to kill this Goliath, which is a thing that I've not seen happen ever before. I've been playing this game for 5 years. I've never seen a soldier kill a Goliath. Jindanu, microing that ultimate Goliath, putting about 15% that's 15% damage on the red team's fortress, microing away that Goliath, and it has been microed away. And I'm going to turn the SFX up slightly. That is a slight adjustment. Happy Death successfully abducting the Goliath that Jindanu dropped, but still worth it. A single Goliath, when not attacking the fortress, honestly is not that great this late in the game. Bucky's tickling the Gorgons. It's not hurting them, really, but they might mind it. You know that my sister certainly does. Jindanu running away with that Goliath, successfully escaping. I mean, what am I saying? This is what happens when you try casting Aramek in the early morning hours. You say the opposite of what you mean. Red team has the domination. However, Himko in that Warthog is going to be able to easily neutralize with his F3. Jindanu putting some damage in. Minx, what are you doing? Good minks. Good minks. Whoa. We take those. I'll just take that winning black diamond roll while I'm casting. I'm cool with that. And Himko going to neutralize this outpost to prevent the imminent danger. And Minx was way too late to stop that. $37, 33, 91, 30. That's a lot of ratters. I don't see how these don't finish the game. I guess, oh, Jindanu is in the area when he... But he doesn't even have Blade Guardians. And he messed that up. So, but delaying your stasis by a little while actually doesn't really matter at this stage in the game. The Gorgon is able to soak up a decent amount of fire. Why are these ratters moving so slowly? Stupid creep. That's a ton of damage going in against the green team's fortress. But, uh-oh. Himko has Blade Guardians and they're all dead. Himko has Blade Guardians. They're all dead. 52 to 78. Mink's going to get out of there before... Oh! Just random creeps putting in actually a decent chunk of damage. Turtles. Jindanu putting some good damage against this outpost should be able to neutralize. In the meantime, Minx microing away that turtle. What's Happy Death doing? Happy Death's neutralizing that outpost. Popping his own stuff in. Not even going to deal with the Gorgon yet. Because... why? Building up another wave of ratters. But at this point, the green team's kind of expecting them. And Himko's 4 Blade Guardians are just going to kill them. Happy Death! Needing to get the heck out of there. Because Himko activated the cooldown. Happy Death. Going to do things with brutes. Minx building more ratters. There's 2 Dillos just coming in from this outpost for some reason. So many Gorgons. Dillo's putting in some chip damage. Oh no, the Goliath! Oh no! That's very ungood. The Goliath cannot shoot that Dillo. But shield was not depleted, so those Dillos actually didn't do anything. Minx going to take down a Whopper. However, green team is actually not limited by Whopper anymore. They're limited by their money. So, killing the Whopper didn't do anything. Oh look, it's a Goliath that's going to die after having only killed creeps. Oh look, it's a bunch of ratters that are going to die. Because green team has regained way too much map control for these to do anything. Oh no! All they're doing is... okay. So not even rushing the fort, trying to get us around on this outpost, successfully getting us around on this outpost. And Ratters, with that high piercing, actually able to do quite a bit of damage against this Goliath. And the Goliath is dead, but the gangster over here, keeping it close. Rocketeers coming in, able to successfully recapture the outpost. Rocketeers. Happy Death. Going to do something with Jokers? I don't know. Let them die, I guess. Dead Jokers. Jin Danny shooting at all of these jokers. And Happy Death forced to withdraw, barely making it out of there. However, Green Team not pursuing. Happy Death able to successfully escape. Probably shouldn't have been able to do that, but as they say in Smash, we take those. All 4 players now at level 20, which is kind of to be expected when you get to 51 minutes in a game. Jindanu actually not carrying anything. That's the Phantom Bug. Random Ice Cream Buck trying in vain to hit these Rocketeers. Happy Death going to try and get the abduct on this Goliath. Is able to barely prevent Himko. Barely preventing that. That would have been able to put a decent... Wait! No! Himko didn't prevent it! He successfully went to Red Team, and he didn't sell it! Mistakes were made. Also, that explosion did quite a bit of damage to those Rocketeers. Happy Death picking up some more level 4 creeps for, I don't know, honestly. What is it? That's very weird. That's a lot of Rocketeers. However, Rocketeers actually don't do very much damage. So, as long as they manage to keep these brutes in this outpost, they're fairly safe. Himko taking down some Buckies. Upkeep is now slightly in favor of the green team. No significant floats from the red team players, but green team actually floating quite a bit. 69. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Double Longhorn drop, putting in some more chip damage, but Happy Death about to go down. See ya, Happy Death. Minx here with a Dillo, but that's not going to do anything. Still only 1 lunchbox. It might be time to consider a second. Oh! Minx successfully taking out that lunchbox. However, green team not going to be having any trouble putting a replacement in. But, oh, that's a lot of Rocketeers, and that's probably going to be a lot of dead Rocketeers pretty soon. Himko actually putting tons of damage in, though, with his power shield. Red team can neutralize it, but that's about it. Well, no, they can't even do that. They can kill a single Rocketeer at a time, but that's about it. Minx dropping more Ratters. Lots of Ratters. Lots of gangsters. I don't see those Ratters doing anything. Jindanu trying to micro a goalie, but no, actually that's just the Phantom. These Ratters not going to do anything. Green team has control of that outpost. Synchronized Death Rays. Mystic Llama. Jindanu will go down to that. Big wave of creeps coming on in. This should be able to get the neutralize. Himko should be fairly safe because he's got 4 Blade Guardians. And he also probably has the Power Shield in reserve. Okay, there's nothing but AA left. That Gorgon's going to die. That Gorgon might even die if someone doesn't come and collect it. Jindanu did not come and collect it. Jindanu dropping a few heavy mines. Red team did see that, however, so they should be able to deploy some healing units. Himko carrying a bunch of gangsters. Yeah. Those aren't going to do anything. And the thing about Zoster is that they actually can, basically, disable the heavy mines for free with Abduct. Saucer has an easier time with mines than Osprey. Happy Death just randomly abducting a Whopper. Because, why not? Oh no, that... Some Ratters getting through, pushing Green Team's HP even lower. Minx taking down that lunchbox. And dropping even more Ratters. However, those are going to get taken down instantly by all these gangsters. Not able to get past the shield. It takes more synchronized drops. Happy Death barely making it out alive there. Minx dropping even more Ratters. However, there's just too many gangsters, and now there's also all these Rocketeers. Nothing can get through. And Nesthorn is one of those maps where there's no rear of the fortress. So it's fairly easy to defend. However, Minx plopping down some more stuff, putting even more damage in. That's about only 10% of the fort HP left for Green Team. They're going to have to be very careful. 2 or 3 more drops will finish it. Himko, however, over here taking mid again with all these Rocketeers. Happy Death focusing on killing the infantry in the outpost when, well, here's the thing. So, killing infantry after they get in the outpost means that it's harder. However, it also means that you can avoid Himko, because Himko can kill you instantly. However, now the Red Team has the power play. What are they going to do with this? Are they going to do more fort drops? Yes, they are. Are they going to focus on taking other outposts? No, they aren't. Are their fort drops going to do anything? No, they aren't. And now there's a reverse power play. Oh, well, actually, that got through and put in another percent, I guess. And that lunchbox is still down. I really hope Himko is working on addressing that. Or didn't that... Who is it that has the... I can't tell because it's not in either... Okay, it's Jindanu. And Jindanu plopping down a second lunchbox now to make it all the hard... So that means that their shield will regen even faster. Happy Death! But, oh, now there's just another. And it honestly, it doesn't cost anything to replace the lunchboxes, really. Jindanu's already got another one ready. Happy Death doing a scout out and then running away. Random Dillo got sent out and that's dead. F. Minx setting up another triple Dillo drop with a level 4 creep for good measure. However, even that measure won't be enough. We'll be able to take out that lunchbox, but nothing's getting through. That lunchbox is there as a spare, if they care. I swear. Hashtag early morning casts. Actually, that's rather normal. Minx successfully getting away after taking quite a bit of fire from Himko and Jindanu. More Rocketeers coming in, and that outpost is going to go green. Very environmentally friendly. Oh, what's this? That's a bunch of Longhorns. However, that's been caught. It will mean that Himko's lost the opportunity. Oh, that's a dead Minx. See ya, Minx. Happy Death is going to be able to successfully recapture that outpost, but not for very long against mainly Himko. Jindanu really is not doing a whole lot. Well, Himko not committing. Happy Death setting a butcher down. Oh. Huh? What is the I'm not sure if the butcher is attacking or not. Happy Death successfully escaping there. Minx putting in some good damage against all these Rocketeers. And again... Minx is dead. Dead Minx. Happy Death is not dead. And is bearing what? Jindanu, dropping a Gorgon, is going to be able to take out several bot spawners. 45 to 89. Green team is starting to run away with this. However, that Vortex, you never want it to be the case where half your health is in your shield. Jindanu getting away there without any trouble. Happy Death dropping a gangster, but it wasn't on white! Or whatever these gangsters aren't doing anything. Stoic with a 15k float. No float for Happy Death. 25k for Himco and 13k for Jindanu, because Green Team is limited by upkeep instead of money right now. Green Team successfully able to secure this mid, it looks like. Though they don't have that last infantry in yet. There's plenty of Rocketeers to make it so that they do. Looks like they've got the rest of the Rocketeers hiding, well, not hiding per se, but camping by their fortress. This is doing nothing. This is throwing away credits. That's a lot of Ratters, however they won't do anything because it's Nesthorn and Red Team doesn't have any paths to vary them that won't be easily intercepted. Yawn, yawn. Happy Death dropping more Jokers, successfully getting that old Goliath out of there. Meanwhile, Himco killing all those Jokers. No one cares enough about the bear traps to make repair units to kill them. Killing creeps because getting out of there with a sliver of HP. Himco dropping a Gorgon somewhere, I guess. Maybe. Oh look, it's some Jokers. They're going to die. They're dead. Oh look, it's some creeps. They're going to die. They're dead. Oh look, it's some Ratters. They're going to die. They're dead. Oh look, it's Minx. She's going to die. She's dead. Happy Death isn't though, and that's a Goliath. That's a gangster. That's holy crap. That's about 2% HP. Minx coming in with some infantry, however, those are not going to do anything against the shield. That lunchbox is still up. If Green Team were, well no, they wouldn't be screwed. They'd actually be better off if they if they let that lunchbox die and built a new one with this leveler. Because honestly, that is more harassable than that, or that. Mink successfully taking that lunchbox away. I said leveler when I meant Whopper. Minx filling up with 3 Longhorns, trying to get a has been spotted by that Gorgon. Jindanu's here to no, Himco's here to intercept. Does succeed in dropping all 3, but there's so much anti-air here. None of the Minx dies, and so do all the Longhorns. In the meantime, oh look, it's Jokers. Oh look, they're dead. Happy Death should be able to get the neutralization on this post. Yes, is indeed able to. However, that Minx doing a half-hearted attempt to take it. Happy Death taking over a gangster that then gets destroyed. Y'all need more octopus saucer in your lives. Himko power shielding and carrying a creep back to port. Meanwhile, what's Jindani doing? He's doing gangster drops on the Red Team's fortress, taking out all their sockets, which honestly don't really matter anymore. Gangsters killing all those infantry. Minx got killed by a creep. Oh look! Cloaked gangster drops. Red Team Fort health going down pretty rapidly. I would be very concerned. Happy to getting the abduct on them, but really I think it's rather important that you don't let that happen. Minx killing the lunchbox, but it's just going to be replaced the second... Okay. Jindanu died, but so did Minx. Himko, Happy Death grabbing the gangster and a few jokers to, I don't know. Red Team successfully destroyed the Green Team presence at mid. Happy Death going to take out a Gorgon. 9159. However, won't be too hard to... I don't know what Minx is doing. Dying, probably. That's honestly actually going down so quickly. If Minx hadn't derped around, of course, if the green team was there, who would I rather be? Oops. Danny dropping 4 gangsters. Happy Death going to try and abduct one, but without success. Gangsters putting in a ton of fire against this outpost, but honestly it doesn't really matter if you get the neutralization. Jindani should die here, and just had to be sure that... Oh! Minx put it... Not quite able to... The red team needs to do a double saucer drop there. And then they might be able to finish that fortress off. Yeah. You can tell that this definitely is not a normal team. I don't know who Minx normally teams with. Minx, aborting that attempt. Happy Death trying to abduct a Gorgon. However, when Himko's there, he can activate his F3 cooldown at any time, and once he does that, you're kinda dead. That Gorgon is still going to live. And Green Team X, there goes Himko healing it. Himko grabbing some infantry. Minx going to try... Minx got away there. Okay. Not doing anything, but also not dying, so... Minx grabbing even more infantry, going to try and get the neutralization on that post. He needs to be careful. That's why. Minx doing a scat out, but hightailing it out of there. I don't know how red... How does... There's just too much for red team to deal with. And Nesthorn is too small. That's a drop. Minx is here to... Oh, Happy to have blocking creeps. You don't normally see infantry being used to tank. I mean, to block shots for other units in this game. Minx resupplying this outpost with more infantry. Carrying a Gorgon to Gorgon. But that's not... Gorgons can't attack the fortress. That's just going to die. They used to be able to. But we finally got Ken to fix that. And we... That's the... Whoa, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Minx is dead. Those gangsters aren't. And, so, relative fort health between the two is roughly the same now. However, the difference is that Green Team has a shield. Red Team does not. So, if Red Team goes down much more, they're just kind of screwed. If I'm green right now, I'm just doing gangster drops until the end of time, because Red Team can't shut them down. Okay, they're not at the corner, but... Jindanu goes down, but so does Happy Death. Mink's going to try and take advantage of the short time that actually is exactly, and drop some Longhorns, and, Green Team says, nah, those Longhorns are dead. I don't see how Green Team loses this at this point. Red Team would need to pull quite the thing out of their asses, and I don't see how they can do it, because they need to focus majorly on defense. These creep drops are going to... Okay, that creep drop actually isn't hurting them, and Jindanu's going to die. See ya, Jindanu! Now let's see what they do. That lack of coordination is seriously hurting the Red Team. Happy Death, running away. Oh. They're the lunch box. What? Oh. Interesting. I kind of think that Himco's F3 is just going to shut that plan down. They're doing it! They're crazy! No way that works. Told ya. And now, Green Team, if they have any wits in them, can just go ahead. Himco can just land right now and hero hog the fort to death. More chip damage going down. However, Green Team could have committed to it and shut them down right then and there, I feel. Jindanu going down. Mink's coming in with 2 more generators. Going to try and get the damage, but there's just too much. There's just too much everything. And the generators are probably... Well, they don't do that much damage anymore when they die. Red Team needs to make some sort of a push. Himco can just hero hog the fort with Power Shield at this point. Of course, he can also die. And Red Team can take advantage of this. Maybe. Honestly, probably not really, though. Because the window is just too small. Respawn time is too short. That's a very interesting visual. Happy Death tried to do something. Failed to do anything. Salsa really can't do much against Warthog. Those Jokers keeping Stoke BA out. Got a bunch of Ratters. What are they doing? I think I know what they're doing. It probably won't work, but at this point, you might as well go for it. Just one last-ditch effort. Happy Death. Setting those have been spotted. Green team has way too much intel. And Nesthorn is way too narrow for that to pass by them. Green team can just check there again. Okay, they're being sent. That's a nuke. You don't see games end with nukes. I don't think that's a thing. Routers were being sent out? That will do like 1%. The dealers have been spotted, so they're all dead. But here come the routers! Here come the routers! There's the dead routers. Did that nuke do anything? Himko's carrying a Goliath. But not taking it with him to the fort. Jin Danny placing another 2 beacons. That's actually a waste because one will get blown up by the other. And that's generally not how you finish games. That is, though. There's no red team response. It's over. It's over. It's over. Boom. I don't know that I have these heads. Hello? Okay, I have both those heads. Yeah. So that happened. This has been Stuart98, and I'll see you guys in the next video.